Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is the second episode of my Grovic Stable Events Riding Camp series. I'm so excited to start lessons with you guys, especially as this week is group lessons, so I will definitely make some new friends here at camp. This week is Flatwork and Dressage, and today I'm having a Flatwork lesson where I'm hoping to making sure to help Dream extend and shorten his gaits a little bit better so that maybe we can do better in dressage the next day. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. I was actually running a little bit late, silly Gloria, but luckily the grooms already groomed Dream for me, so now all I have to do is tack him up. I'll use my dressage saddle as it's quite simplistic and it's quite comfortable, which is kind of what you want in flat work, as you want to focus more on equitation and your horse's movement than to focus in an uncomfortable saddle. And then I'm also using a dark green saddle pad to match my jacket. And of course, Dream's normal black bridle, which I usually use for everything except dressage. So I won't be using any leg wraps as it's not that needed as we're doing a little bit of a lighter flatwork lesson. I decided to sign up for a light flatwork lesson as most of the riders in my group have already done more complicated stuff as I was gone for competition. So I'm hoping to be a little bit caught up with today's light flatwork lesson. And now we're dismounted on the saddle and we're ready to start the lesson. So I'm just going to skip around in the lesson because I'm not going to put the whole lesson clip as it's quite long. So I'm just going to put some small clips of our lesson. So we started off as an extended, a shortened walk, whatever our choice, as this lesson was more of a bit of a looser lesson. So it was more counted on how we wanted to show off our horse's gait so our instructor can kind of catch me up. So Dream was being a little bit bad boy and he decided to trot when we were not supposed to. So I decided to do a little circle with him to slow him down as he was not slowing down. I was holding back quite hard and I decided to circle him. My instructor was actually just assessing our riding skills, so she wasn't even telling us to do anything except walk. So then after my circle, she told me to use more of my lower back and stopping him, which did work, but then he went to canter, which was even a bigger mess to fix. But I did try again the circle. I kind of forgot the using my lower back, but then my instructor quickly reminded me, and I kind of slowly and quite carefully put him into a trot, which I think he had some trouble doing as he was so energetic that day. But he did eventually do it, and I was kind of embarrassed, but I'm glad that I did get him to slow down a bit. Now in this clip, we were supposed to canter, and this was a little pattern where we went down the diagonal, did a little curl or a small circle, and then we went up the other diagonal, which I think was a very nice pattern as it really helped Dream calm down a bit and make him more in tune with his gaits. So again, this lesson was more of an assessment lesson, so it was quite short. That was the end of our lesson for Wednesday. Okay, so Silly Gloria over here kind of deleted the intro for the next vlog that for my dressage lesson, I'm pretty sure. So this will just be the intro. So yeah. So today is the dressage lesson. I decided to not skip today's lesson as I already skipped about 2 days of lessons. So I decided to just finish up grooming Dream as I was not late. I was not late this day. So I got to groom Dream up and give him more of a thorough clean as the grooms were kind of quick on him as there were a lot of horses to be cleaned when the grooms cleaned him. And so now I'm just tacking up in my dressage tack, which Dream quite loves as it's quite comfortable for his back, and he loves it surprisingly as he does not love dressage, but he does love a tack. So I'm now just going to lead him to the dressage arena, which is kind of a bigger arena. That's used more for dressage lessons as dressage takes up a lot of room. So there will be a couple of other riders there because they are daily dressage riders that board our aerobic stables. So you'll see them in some of the clips of our lesson. So yeah, that's why I'm probably going to be skipping some clips as some of them are me just trying to find a way to get in a different way and not interrupt the lesson. So there'll be a couple skips to today's dressage lesson clips, but I hope you guys will still enjoy. As you guys probably remember from my Earlier and later videos, I actually boarded aerobic stables a long time ago. In this arena, I loved it quite a lot, as it's great for warming up, but it was always the busiest arena, as all lesson students and all trainers and everyone practically just rides here. I think it's first because the arena and the environment is perfect for your horses. All the horses love it here, especially because it's for its greenery. It has a great view of the ocean, of the Sunfield farm, and even Yarlaheim. And this is also where they host flatwork shows and even some jumping shows because there is a stadium nearby. So this is also why a lot of trainers use it for shows. So we're now just warming up, and Dream did a few little stops as he just wanted to know everything. But then we were asked to do a little pivot, which he did quite well. He's usually very reluctant on pivots, but I guess he wasn't because of the environment. And they went to a little bit of a shortened trot to kind of just exercise his muscles, kind of bring him into a more in tune with his gait state. So after this is the canter, not the trot. So then we did a little canter with a huge circle. We're asked to do almost to the middle of the ring, which I think Dream did very well at. And sorry for saying this is a trot. Voiceover Gloria is not very in it right now. So then we went down. This is a trot, so we went down to the trot. And then we continued on an extended trot and then to a walk to kind of rest our horses. So next up is something that the instructor asked the Dream and I aren't exactly good at. It goes from a walk to a canter. Usually post to the canter, which is not that good. But I did try, and I think we did pretty well. So we started at an extended walk, and then I asked for the canter. And you did not see that small little post. You did not see that. But yeah, it wasn't exactly flawless, but it was much better than our other attempts. After that, we followed up with a routine that my instructor quickly made with an extended trot, and then as we got to the corner, we did a little bit of a shortened trot, and then to a walk for a little bit of rest our horses, and to show our extensions in the walk. And then went up to trot again and went to the middle for a little pivot, which I think Dream is much better now. He's not as reluctant, and he kind of likes it better now. He sometimes lowers his head, but he's getting quite better at it, and I'm glad that he's getting better and better each time we do it. Hello everyone, welcome back to my Saturday vlog of this video. So Saturday is kind of the last day of lesson week, and this is my 4th lesson this week, as I was so busy this week with an endurance for hosted by Aerobic Judges Association, and I ended up skipping a lesson, but my instructor quickly told me to go back, as she is quite strict, but I'm so thankful for having a strict instructor. So today is a review day of Flatwork and Dressage. So basically, we will be doing a little test on our Dressage and Flatwork skills, and the higher skill we get, the higher the chance we won't have to go back to the stables and up hosting trot with no stirrups, which I'm not looking forward to. I'm not that excited, and I'm kind of tired right now, but I hope that I'm not in the lower scoring students, as I don't want to go back to the stables the long way with no stirrups posting. Let's see how we do. So it's a bit later, so I'm a bit tired after our endurance ride, but we have to come back for this review lesson, which is quite important, my instructor says. So let's first admire this saddle pad. It's glow in the dark, so I'm really glad I brought it out today, as it's quite comfortable for the horse, and it glows in the dark, which is pretty cool. So we just did a little warm-up walk just to kind of get into what we need for the test, which our instructor did post, but I did not have time to practice the test. So we first started out with an extended walk, and Dream did stop a little bit there, and then we went up to a little bit of a circle, which we were quite stiff, and as you can see, Dream is quite stiff, and I'm quite stiff too. So I was really not feeling it today. I think we might get a low score out of this routine, but that we will not. And then went up to a trot, which was kind of wonky at first. I was on the wrong diagonal, and then Dream was confused because he is quite sensitive, and if I'm on the wrong diagonal, I can't speak, but then he'll kind of be a little wonky trotty, And then I decided to switch it up, the diagonal, and then he got to it, and then he stopped, so there was a big mess. I'm pretty sure my instructor caught that, but then we went to a walk when we were supposed to, and then we went to a trot. So this was kind of like a trot walk thing. And then we just kind of did a shortened trot to show our extensions and shortening skills. And that's how we did it until we did a little bit of a circle to show off how well we can smoothly lead our horses. And Dream just stopped as I kind of pulled back a little bit too hard. I was like messed during this lesson, but then we did undo the circle, not as stiff as before, but it was kind of not as flawless. Then we went up to a canter, which Dream did absolutely amazing at. I have to thank him for being such a great horse for me. And then for the canter, we did a little bit more, and we got to see on the inside of the ring as there were another group of students that were board in aerobic stables. So we stayed inside of the ring for that. And then we kept on doing that, which I was not into. His Dream was really confused. He was kind of bouncing their canters. I could not sit that well. We did stop a little. So this lesson wasn't really our best. I felt like we would get a really bad score in the end. But Dream did save it up with an amazing extended trot that he was saving up. He was just absolutely amazing. He was a bit stiff around this corner as we were watching out for a couple of riders. But he was just absolutely adorable with his new saddle pad. And he would really help me through the parts that I really didn't get. And I was horrible through the lesson mostly. So then now we skipped to the end where we are trotting towards the middle to get our scores. I'm really nervous about this part. Dream was holding his head quite well while we're trotting to the middle. I was quite nervous about our score. And we ended up getting a 40%, which got us second to last of our group. And I was kind of not as impressed with us. But again, I was pretty tired with this lesson. And as I said before, I get to post with no stories back the long way to Rick Stables. Yay! I actually borrowed a friend's GoPros to film this. I hope you guys enjoy this little GoPro filming to put a little bit more difference to my clips. And so during our ride back, I'm just going to explain a little bit more about my channel, some more updates. So as I did in my last video. So I feel like I'm getting more and more better in the voiceover thing. I think I'm getting more better at putting my personality into these videos, as I used to not really do good voiceovers. I used to just be all dead serious, which I don't really want to do now, as I kind of like showing my personality through these videos. So I really like filming these videos now, and it's a bit of a pressure filming all these clips for the series, but it's also quite fun doing these voiceovers as I get to show my personality through it again. And my Instagram, again, it's my most active place. I've been posting a ton about my lessons and my endurance ride, so go check that out. It will be in the description box below. And you guys can check out my Instagram for more updates about my music roleplay and more about this camp. So make sure to go check that out, and you'll be notified about a ton of more updates. We've just arrived back to Rick Stables, so that means I can bring up my stirrups back and I can film the outro. So you made it to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a ton of fun to do the voiceover. It's because I made a ton of mistakes. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this second episode of the series, and don't forget to go check out your Rick Stable Events Instagram. I'll also link their Instagram down below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and just smash that subscribe button. And I hope to see you in my next video.